MMR is one of those things that gets talked about quite a bit in Dead by Daylight. Skill-based matchmaking, MMR rating, all that stuff. But here's the thing. I don't think that we do enough to truly optimize playing into MMR. I mean, we already know that surviving equals high MMR, but time and time again, I see survivors doing things that prevent them from surviving. So today, we're going to be playing with two rules. Rule number one, don't do anything useful. The number one way to lose in this game is to get caught and die and potentially get tunneled out of the game, or just die in general because your teammates leave you on the hook. And of course, doing that will lower your MMR. And this happens to me all the time. I lose more games from me being too altruistic and my teammates not giving a crap about me at all. Now, first of all, this video is intended to be funny and not a serious thing at all. Obviously, this isn't the way I want to play the game. This isn't a fun way to play the game. I apologize to the community for this, but I genuinely just wanted to do this and I thought it would be really funny. And it turns out I was kind of right. So here's the perks that we're going to be bringing. Number one, distortion. We're never going to get seen by the killer as often as possible. Now, this won't prevent us getting seen by like a Scratch Mirror Myers or an All-Seeing Wraith. Eventually, we will run out of tokens and the killer will find us. But for the most part, most killers, perfectly fine, will keep us from getting seen pretty much ever. Up next, we have Calm Spirit. This, along with Distortion, prevents us from basically ever getting seen. It prevents us from screaming, so we don't ever get caught from, let's say, Ultimate Weapon, and we never ever can, like, set off a bird unless we walk right over it. Now, to make sure that we can get out of the exit gates quickly, just in case, we're bringing Wake Up. Wake Up at the end of the game allows us to open the exit gates 25% faster, which if we're doing like a stealth out, open the exit gate, trying to, get it open quickly, this is definitely the way to do it. And finally, Left Behind. And a Left Behind is going to be what the key is for. So we're going to be using Left Behind to make sure that at the end game, if we're not able to get out the exit gate, which is the preference, we will be using Hatch. Hatch is certainly better than Dying because Dying gives us negative MMR and Hatch gives us 0 MMR. So no change at all. It's a neutral experience. Anyway, that's the build. That's the plan. And let's just jump into the game. Oh, it's a nurse. Oh, this is perfect. Nurse should get the game done really fast. We should be able to just do nothing the whole game and get, out of here very quickly. So, good. I'm glad to see that. Everybody else has this game wrong. The way you play this game is like this. Now, I do want to remind everybody, we're only doing the rules because that's what behavior wants. This is how they want you to increase your MMR. Increase MMR means do nothing, hide in corner, make sure you don't do anything useful at all. Don't help anyone off a hook. Don't heal anybody. Don't get too close to the killer. Don't waste the killer's time at all. Don't touch a gen. And escape through an exit gate or a hatch. Now, a hatch will not increase your MMR, but it will prevent your MMR from going down, which is exactly what you want, right? I mean, MMR is, after all, a representation of skill. And if you do useful things like that Jill just did, for example, you're putting yourself at risk. Like, serious potential bodily harm could come to you. So you got to be very careful with that. You don't want to do that because that is anti-skill. Doing useful things like they're doing right now, those people over there, those fine folks over that way, they're being useful. And as a result, they're probably going to lose MMR because they don't have enough skill to increase their MMR. All right, I pretended to touch a gen so that Bill would think I'm useful and not complain in the end game. What is that Poggy doing the whole entire game? Remember, the goal is we want to make sure we look like we're busy at the office, right? So we took a gen just a little bit. So, Bill thinks we're useful. We're going to go over here. You know what? I'm going to go. So they're in chase now. They're down on the ground. I'm going to go over here. We're going to toke a gen again. Bill's going to be like, what are you doing? Why aren't you getting the unhook? And I'm just going to go like over here. Okay, we got to be careful here. We are getting very close to like some actual action. And we don't want that. Actual action is bad. We want pretend action. Pretend action good. Real action bad. Just, sorry. You're going to have to die on hook because that would decrease my MMR if I got caught. Want to play Roblox instead? You sound really hurt. No, I'm not hurt. No, I'm not. I'm not. This is just how you play the game. This is how you do it. What is happening? What behavior wants to happen? Yeah, I want my MMR to go up. To do that, I have to do this. Nothing useful. Rule number 1. Yeah, I think they're gonna die, and unfortunately, that's just because they're not skilled enough. If they were more skilled, they would be able to get themselves off that hook, live, and not lose MMR. But unfortunately, they just don't have the skill like I do to survive, so they're probably gonna die. And that's just how it goes. Don't hate the player, Benda. Hate the game. I didn't create this game. I didn't set the rules for MMR. Here we go. Look at this perfect hiding spot. Bill is far more likely to get caught than I am. Oh, she disconnected. The killer See, my MMR went up because I have more skill than those people that were like doing chases and doing gens and stuff. Far more skill, the most skill. That's why we got out of the game. That's why we escaped. That's why my MMR just went up. See, that's how that works. I'm gonna touch the gen. I'm touching the gen. It looks like I'm doing stuff. See? Can't report me now, sucker. You can't report me. I'm doing things. Oops. Killer's on the way. I'm gonna have to go hide in a corner. Putting ourselves at risk, man. Telling you, we're putting ourselves at risk. She left. That's good. She found an Ada. I want to wait for Ada to go do something somewhere, and then I will come back over here and do more of that gen, perhaps, maybe, if I feel like it. I don't like want to make promises I can't keep. We gotta be careful here. We're gonna get spotted if we're not really very, very careful. Okay. This is risky, man. Like, touching gens, man. Just hide in the locker. That's a terrible idea. That's probably one of the worst ideas you've ever had. To be honest, if she'd already checked the locker once, that might... Nope. Fuck that. Sorry. Nope. Best of luck to you, my dear. No, thank you. It works at low MMR. If she had already checked it once, I would. You know why? Because she probably wouldn't check it again. Because she'd be like, well, they're not hiding in the locker, right? That kind of like mind gamey thing. God damn it. See, this is why we shouldn't be doing objectives. I'm telling you, we should just be over there in the corner hiding. I don't know what we're doing over here. All right. I'm gonna help. I'm just gonna help. Just gonna help. We're helping. We helped. We're at risk now. I have calm spirit, so I don't scream, which is perfect. We have to be very careful here. I can't pick up the Ada, because picking up the Ada is useful. That violates rule number 1. I've already been way too against rule number 1 today. Rule number 1 is like the most important rule. We cannot violate that. Like, imagine going over there and like being useful. What would happen to me right now? I would be at serious risk of death. I can't risk that. That's dangerous. It's dangerous territory. Okay, I can try to get the unhook, but again, this is just massive risk that I'm putting myself in to do that. Oh my god, see? If she starts carrying the Ada, I will go get the unhook. Okay, and that does like give me a window to at least pretend to be useful. Oh my god. Oh, she's going back to hook. She's going back to hook. Fuck that. No. Fuck that. No, fuck that. Fuck that. She made a fool out of me. I'm telling you, she made a fool out of me. Oh my god, this is such a bad place to be. If I get caught here, I'm just literally dead. And we need to go. We need to go. We're too close to objectives getting done. Oh my god. This is why we don't do things, chat. This is why. We gotta go back to rule number 1. This is the problem. This is the problem. We're being too useful. You're going to be fine? Maybe. Oh, he's not unhooking me. He just ran past the hook. Okay. Why did we just run past the hook? She's not here, so I don't know why we would do that. Wow, I don't understand what's happening right now. Literally, he could have just unhooked me just now and, like, has decided not to do that. All right, cool. Very, very good. Very nice. I opened the gates fast. You guys doubt me. You guys doubt me. I was on an escape streak. 3 games from doing nothing. And now, the first game I touch a gen, I'm dead. Like, literally just die. Bye. Well, that's Dwight's problem. Now Dwight's gonna lose MMR because he tried to be helpful. We got lucky, chat. That was luck. I got lucky that there was a teammate like this who decided, you know what? Forget MMR. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I don't want to play the way behavior wants me to. Dwight's dead now. Dwight lost MMR for helping me. He's not skilled enough. That's the problem. He doesn't have the skill to play this. Poor, poor unskilled Dwight. I mean, she was a Prestige 7 nurse. She wasn't, like, that bad in terms of, like, time played on nurse, probably. Okay, this is a good map for hiding. We could do nothing this whole game on this map, for sure, right? Not 100% sure where the killer is, but we'll do our best to avoid it. Corrupt intervention's kind of unfortunate for the team. Not really for me. I'm not planning on doing gens. But definitely for them, unfortunate. I just hide here. Just do this. Very risky maneuvers here. Holy shit. Dangerously close. Is she checking lockers? Risky maneuvers. Wow. We gotta be careful, chat. If we want to, like, increase our MMR, we gotta be really skilled. And to be really skilled means hiding from the killer the entire game until you get hatch or execute. Pretty simple stuff, really, on the face of it. Execution? Maybe not so much. Takes a lot of skill to do this. Okay. PT. Good job, PT. Yeah, you see what happens? PT does gen. PT is now going to lose MMR because they decided to, like, do objectives. Big mistake. I'm telling you, it's a big mistake. Doing objectives is always a bad idea. Never is doing an objective a good idea. The only time it has potential to be a good idea is, like, briefly, very briefly, just so you look like you're busy. Again, we're at the office. We're pretending to be busy. You see, 13, he just got pain resonance on him. You know why? Because he's doing an objective, and now the killer knows where he is. It's a problem. It's a big problem. I definitely can't get the rescue. That's way too risky. I'm trying to be helpful. I shouldn't be, because I know what happens when we do. We lose streaks this way. This is the fastest way to lose a streak, is to be helpful and useful in the game. If you truly want to survive, if you really want to make a difference in this world, you must do as little as humanly possible. But I think we've done enough now that the team actually feels like I'm useful to the team, right? Like they had the vibe like, oh, Poggy's, like, you know, doing gens and stuff like that, you know? Obviously they're trying to be useful. So now hopefully they won't have a reason to report me. You know, I'm not going to hold the game hostage or anything. That's not the intention, of course. No, the intention is to just not get spotted by the killer. And it seems like she's just camping the area, preventing him from getting unhooked, which kind of sucks. I feel like that's the only reason they're not doing it. He's going to lose MMR because the killer is camping. Yeah, I can finish healing you if you want. I can do that, at least. I don't mind helping you with that. And hey, if the most efficient way to play killer is to tunnel, and that's all you see all day is killers tunneling and camping, how come a survivor can't play as efficiently as possible? This is the most efficient way to play. Use all these selfish perks, and then not do anything. That's the most efficient. Keeps you from getting in trouble ever. I'm gonna Toka this just a little bit, so it seems like I'm busy. Busy helping. I'm participating. Participation trophy. Let's go. Oh my god. Yeah, see? Got it. You got to tunnel. That's the only way to win as killer. Now, of course, she's probably gonna camp, right? Is she camping? I'm not actually sure. I mean, I can do a totem. Makes it look like I'm doing something busy, you know? I'm busy right now. Doing dull totems. If this is not what behavior intended, then I don't know what it is. Clearly, this method works. We've survived more games than we've ever survived before just by using this method. In a row, I mean. Like, not ever, like, in total. We haven't done it this long. This is the way. And I don't say that very often. But I think this is the way. This is not a fun way to play. I'm not having fun right now. But I am surviving. And I'm increasing my MMR score by doing so. She's just holding her 3-gen forever, basically. See? Killers can hold the game forever with 3-gen. Why can't we hold the game forever by just stealthing out the game? Why not? I don't see a problem here. This is what behavior wants. This is what they don't fix. Oh, it's down there. Oh. Oh. Pain res. How unfortunate for you. Oops. Careful. We were almost useful for a second there. Are you kidding me? No, bullshit. 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 Somebody turn on the wall hacks. Oh my god. He's gonna try to unhook me. Guess it could be worse. Well, it looks like she's just gonna end the game. There's only so much I can do, you know? That way somewhere. We'll go upstairs because she won't be expecting that, hopefully. Hatch is over there. We can get to it. There we go. Good thing we didn't lose MMR. And I thank God for that. We were clearly the most skilled survivor. Clearly. I mean, very obvious. Look, even a higher score than everybody. Look at that. Higher score. That means everything, right? I'm feeling confident. Oh, yeah.